Welcome into the McDonald's Halftime Report. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Utah Jazz with a 3-point lead over the Sacramento Kings at intermission. 50-47 is the score. Upstairs, our fifth floor set. Emma Harrington alongside Britton Johnsen, the former Ute, in for Thurl Bailey on this Saturday night, along with a bunch of fans here enjoying a Saturday evening at the Energy Solutions Arena. Britton, let's take a look at our first half highlights brought to you by U.S. Bank, proud to be the exclusive home of Jazz Banking. Jeremy Evans getting the start for Derek Favors tonight. It started on the defensive end for Evans in tonight's game. Evans gets a nice block. And then on the offensive side, the feed from Trey Burke. Evans with the finish.
Evans did a nice job for the Jazz. He got beat up a little bit on the low block on defense, but blocked a shot. Richard Jefferson, nice job of attacking the basket. He's leading the Jazz right now with 11 points. And Gordon Hayward's attacking the basket, having a rough shooting night again, but doing a great job of getting to the free throw line. Right now, I think that's the Jazz's bread and butter. Get to the basket. Don't rely on the outside shot as much, except the three-point outside shot on Lemma is actually working pretty well for him tonight.
Yeah, Utah Jazz, who struggled behind the arc last night in Portland. Portland, by the way, knocking down 17 threes in their victory over the Jazz last night. But tonight, Jazz 50% from outside the arc.
Yeah, they're shooting the ball well. You know, the last three games have been three of the top teams in the NBA. And the Jazz have been seeing some really good defense. Tonight in the Sacramento Kings, it's a little more evenly matched. I don't think their defensive presence is as strong as the Indiana, Houston, Portland presence they saw. Jazz are getting some nice open looks.
Utah Jazz right now with a 3-point lead. We'll come back much more on the way. Don't forget. Right now, this is tough. This is tough, yeah. And this was a really difficult loss for Utah tonight.
Definitely. You know, the Jazz were outmatched by the Sacramento Kings bigs. Sacramento did have 9 offensive rebounds in the first half. Nice adjustments. Only three, maybe 4 in the second half, including in overtime. So Cousins, he's a beast. But again, I was a little confused about why the Jazz didn't double team or why they didn't force him more to the baseline into more of a fadeaway shot. I've seen him take those bad shots. His hook shot in the middle is his bread and butter.
Yeah. Let's get to our LHM Drive of the Game. It's brought to you by the Larry H. Miller Dealerships, driven by you. And tonight, our Drive of the Game, Richard Jefferson. This was an athletic move. Coming baseline, going up and under the dipsy-do, and he gets it to drop. Jefferson, kind of the old man on this team in a lot of ways, but he's still spry.
No, he surprises you, and he didn't play a lot of minutes last night. I think he had 21 minutes, and so he came out in the first half and gave the Jazz a nice lift. You know, he's a great leader for this team. I think he's probably extremely valuable, more than any of our eyes can see in the locker room for a tough season like this for these young guys.
You know, it's interesting. There was a question that was asked downstairs to Ty Corbin about the last play in regulation. And Ty wasn't able to really, I think, understand where that question was going. But we were having a conversation upstairs about Trey Burke and what he did at Michigan and how he was one of those guys that could hit that big shot at the end. And that, I think, was drawn up for Gordon Hayward to go to draw some attention and then kick it to Trey Burke for a shot.
Definitely. Well, Gordon did make the drive, and I don't know if it was one of those ones where it was read the defender. If you can take the shot, take it. If your defender helps out, kick it to Trey. Trey's defender helped out. Gordon made the right play. They actually got a pretty nice shot off. The Michigan plays are more of the one-on-one up top when Trey just would launch in a one-on-one situation. But I thought they did draw up a couple nice plays out of timeouts.
All right, for the Utah Jazz, again, the final score tonight, 112-102. Let's head downstairs. Steve Brown
gave themselves an opportunity. They need to execute a play right here and somehow try to figure a way to get Crosby the ball.
Crosby has it, gets a screen from Ferguson, launches a three, way off the mark. Pututau the follow, and one.
Well, Pututau has been the player of the game for Mustangs. Right now, he's been doing it all. Offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities for the Mustangs, and going up and finishing the ball. You see how he keeps his body on he's a little bit heavier, bigger, stronger than Moore. Pinned him underneath the basket and got himself a great rebounding position.
Pututau, though, 0 for 2 from the line. He's got a double-double in this game, his first of the year. Misses the free throw. Dewey double-teamed after the rebound. Gets it away to Doherty, who gets fouled. How about Brian Doherty? He hadn't scored the entire game, hadn't played the entire game. Only averages less than a point. 3 field goals, all inside here in the fourth quarter to help the Bobcats to this lead.
That's the fun part about playoff basketball, state tournament, college, NBA. You find these unsung heroes that come and pop out of the woodwork. And most of the time it's because guys, they're not focusing in on them. And so they have to either step up or kind of hide away. And he's definitely stepped up and played some big minutes for his team.
Then he had the big steal to set up Moore's game-winning 3, but he misses the free throw, and now the Mustangs can tie with a tray. Webb to Hall for the tie, short. Rebound battle for, and loose ball picked up by Dewey. He's fouled by Hall.
I don't know if that was necessarily the three-pointer they wanted to get. That was a deep 3. I know Hall's got a lot of confidence. That kid's a quarterback, so he knows what it's like to be in really tough situations. Right there, but with the last couple plays that they've had, that might have been their best look for their team because they haven't been able to get any clean-looking threes.
So now Dewey at the line to try to force this into a 2-possession game. And he gets the friendly bounce. Matt Dewey with a dozen. He'll get one more. But first, Skyview takes a timeout.
Matt Dewey's been the man for Skyview for this tournament. You know, quiet during the regular season, 7 points a game, been a solid player. Coaches love this kid. They say he doesn't make a lot of mistakes, but during the tournament, he likes the way that popcorn smells in this building because he's come in here and he's been averaging a double-double, or not a double-double, sorry, he's been averaging double figures and contributing big time and taking a lot of the heat, taking a lot of the pressure off of Moore.
Well, talking about Dewey in this tournament in the first game against Timpview, 8 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, 11, 5, and 2 against Olympus, and then yesterday in the semifinal, a season-high 18 points against Bountiful with 8 rebounds and 2 assists.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Nielsen and Moore have been the 2 guys this whole season for this team, and you need a 3rd guy to step up and do that. And he's been that player to give him a three-man attack.
So now the timeout situation is even. Each team has 2 remaining. 18.1 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Skyview with a 4-point lead.
If you're Mount Crest, whether they make or miss, you got to get down and get to the basket quick. Don't settle for a sloppy outside 3. If there's a miss here, it's a 2-possession ball game.
So one more for Dewey. He's 2 for 3 from the line in this game. Make it 3 for 4. 13 points for Dewey. It's a 5-point Bobcat lead. Here comes Crosby for the Mustangs. Timeout, Mountain Crest, as he got into the front court. Down to 14 seconds left in this one.
Well, coach is going to draw up a play to get a really quick basket, and then you've got to foul. And again, this is an opportunity where Mustangs should look at the board and see that the jump ball is to their favor. And if I'm a player and I'm going out on that court, I'm grabbing one of the officials and I'm going to say we are going for jump balls, because if you get a jump ball situation, you get the ball, you don't have to worry about going down and having Skyview make a free throw. And you know, coaches that have assistants or whoever that are looking at those situations can really help out the team.
If Mountain Crest does get forced into a foul situation, it would only be their 9th, so it still would be a 1-and-1 instead of the double bonus 2 free throws for Skyview, and that plays on a free throw shooter's mind as well.
Exactly. Well, right now, coach is going to probably drop a quick sideline out of bounds play to hopefully get a nice clean looking shot. Most likely because you're down 5, they're going to go for a 3, but either way, score the basket, do your best to go in there and try and cause a jump ball situation, because right now the time's against you, and to have to keep going down and then rebounding the basketball and going and blocking out on the free throw line makes it difficult.
Crosby, Knowles, Webb, Pututau, and Hall on the floor for Mountain Crest. They get it into Hall. Around a Pututau screen. Left corner, Crosby loses the handle on it. Gets it back, launches a 3, and gets fouled. Doherty can't believe it. Neither can the Skyview bench, but it's going to be 3 free throws now for Tyler Crosby.
You know, it's tough in that situation because refs are watching that so close. You're almost better as a defensive player to just keep your hands straight up and try to get as close to their body as possible and not reach.
Big miss there.
Yeah, looked like a good call for the refs.
Crosby again. He has 21. Needs this last one to make it a 3-point and a 1-possession game.
See, here's where I'm a point guard, and I want to come up to a referee and say, we're going for the jump. We're going for the jump ball situation. It's Mustangs ball if there's a jump.
Missed it. Rebound tip controlled by Skyview, and we've got a foul as Goddard will go to the line for the Bobcats. The foul will be on Eddie Hall, and that's his 5th. Well, Braxton Goddard, who had a big bucket here in the 4th quarter, will go to the line. As Coach Braden Buckmiller will have some time now for the Mustangs to decide who's going to come into the ball game. It's going to be the academic All-Stater who is honored here at halftime, Josh Worley, a 5'8" senior.
Well, really nice for Skyview to see so many guys step up. You know, Ty Nielsen and Moore have been the players on this team, but there's been a lot of good play. Different players have come into this game and made good contributions, and that's nice for a team that's winning the state championship to look back and know you made some type of a contribution to your team.
Goddard's free throw is good. He'll get one more.
Braxton Goddard, you know, they said he's been a role player all year long, but a true point guard, a true leader, and the best on-ball defender for the team, and just did a great job tonight.
Goddard knocks them both down. It's a 6-point game, and now Skyview the steal. The clock winds down. Picked up by Crosby. His 3 is late, and the Skyview Bobcats are the 2013 4A champions.